My fellow sweethearts, welcome. How are you? This video is going to be a series of videos that I have chosen to start today called I Have Some Thoughts. There are a lot of things that are on my mind at the moment. And sometimes I have ways to get them out. I have my Instagram, I have my Facebook, I have my 2 podcasts that I have. One of them is called Heart and Humor, which is relationship advice podcast that I have with a friend of mine named Dan Chavez. I will link that podcast and my other podcast, the Billy Sauer podcast, down below if you would like to check those out. The Billy Sauer podcast is more of a solo podcast that I do where I talk about my annoyances and frustrations and whatever with the world at that current time. It's like a journal of some sorts. I decided to do certain videos like this on this channel because as somebody who has a platform, I feel like I have an opportunity to reach out to the people who care for my content and let them know that I am a human and that I have feelings and I have opinions. And while you may not want to hear them, you have that choice. It's totally fine. But I am a human. I do have thoughts and I like sharing them with my friends. And I consider the 120 some odd subscribers that I have to this channel my friends. I try very hard to engage with every single person who leaves a comment. If I have not done that, I apologize. But the overall goal of this YouTube channel is to create content that I believe is my own. I know there's a lot of channels out here like this that review things or react to things. There's tons of them. There's probably millions of them out there. I'm not trying to be the best. I'm not trying to outdo anybody. I'm just trying to do my own take on this. And while I don't think I'm the best at it, I do like to think that the content I create is somewhat pretty cool. It seems to me like people who watch my stuff enjoy it. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful that I have 120 plus subscribers. I never thought I was ever going to get 12. So for that, I am immensely grateful. And I want to thank every single person who's decided to subscribe to my channel and become a sweetheart of mine. I know that's a really lame thing to call this family, but you are my family. And I cannot thank you all enough. It has been a wonderful journey, and I continue to want to help everybody if they're ever in a time of need, whether that's to make a reaction video or to review a movie that somebody has just seen and they want to know, well, what does this guy think? Now, I don't know if anybody ever thinks to themselves, well, what does Billy Sweet think? They probably don't care. But to the people that do, who subscribe to my channel and watch every single video of mine, that's amazing. You're amazing. And I love you so much for that. With all of this being said, I am not looking to alienate people. Because what I'm about to say, it might alienate some people. First and foremost, I am politically driven. Some of this video might go into politics. And you don't have to listen to it. That's totally fine. I'm not here to force things down your throat. One of the reasons why last week I did not create anything was because of the current climate we are in politically. I was very stressed out. I was very anxious and mentally exhausted. And here's the deal. I'm not a conservative and I'm not a liberal. I'm just a human and I want what's best for everybody. What is happening right now politically is very scary. Even though we have a president-elect who is going to change the course of the next 4 years, the person in office right now is deciding to fuck that up. And I'm not okay with that. And for those of you who are not okay with that, I'm glad. But for those of you who do not care or side with him, those are both issues. And I am not here to tell you you are wrong if you have no issue with this. All I'm here to say is whatever happens within the next 4 years, we need to stick together and we need to come together as a whole. And we need to stop hating each other. We need to stop dividing each other. We need to stop generalizing and lumping people into groups. I'm not going to sit here and say that I have never done that myself. I have. I've done it many times, and I'll probably continue to do it. But every time I do, I check myself, and I realize that I am literally becoming somebody I hate, because I hate being lumped into a category. I hate being generalized by other people when they don't even know me. And this is a reason why I'm making this video too. I want people to get to know me. When you come to my channel, you come for a reason. You come because you like what I am doing. You like when I react to a song. You like when I review a movie. You like the things that I have to say. You may not like what I have to say here, and that's totally fine. I'm not here to pander. I'm myself, and I will always continue to be myself. If people oppose me in that regard, that's your choice. And if you want to continue to subscribe to my channel, that's great. If you choose to not to keep subscribing to my channel after this, that's fine too. All I want to do is have a family that I care about. And I care for every single person that has chosen to stick with me. I've had a lot of people within the past, it's November now, the past 6 months of this journey of me creating content for YouTube. I've had a lot of people say they've supported me when in reality they have not. I have had people who have said, you're never going to be able to do this. And here I am 6 months later, still doing it, continuing to grow. It might be slow, and it might not be thousands of people overnight. I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking to do my thing on my own time. And if I succeed, I succeed. To be completely honest, I felt like I already have succeeded. My goal this year was to reach 100 subscribers. On the day that I announced on my Instagram that I reached 100 subscribers, I got 15 more that day. And that's not something that I'm trying to brag about. It's reality. And that was crazy to me. I don't understand how it happened, but it did. And again, I'm so thankful for that. I wish that there was something I could do for the 120 plus people that have subscribed to my channel. I wish there was something I could do for them all personally, like a giveaway of some kind. Unfortunately, I don't have the capacity to do that. Maybe one day I will. I don't really know why I'm making this video. I mean, I don't necessarily feel like I'm compelled to do this, but I feel like I don't feel like, it's not that I owe anyone an explanation. I don't have to tell you guys why I decided to take a week-long break. Believe me when I say I wanted to do more videos last week. It's kind of why I have a lot of videos coming out on one day. In the last few hours, I have made 3 videos. That's usually not something I do. I usually make about 3 videos a week, not a day. Sometimes I might do more. Sometimes I might do less. There were just a few things going on last week, minus the presidential election, that also hindered me from the motivation to create content. It's not that I lost interest, but sometimes I feel like one of the things that people go through things and you never really know what they're going through. I went to Downtown Disney earlier today and I got this very cool Spirit jersey from Downtown Disney. It's wonderful. I was talking to a friend of mine who I went to Downtown Disney with, and we were talking about Chadwick Boseman. May he rest in power. One of the things we were talking about him was, I don't think the entire world knew that that man was going through stage 4 colon cancer. And people were making fun of him on the internet, calling him all these gross, despicable names. And then he died. And everyone was like, are you fucking serious? Like, he had cancer and people were saying these things about him, not knowing it. He kept it hidden. But what I am saying is we are all going through some type of struggle, whether it is cancer, whether it is the loss of a loved one due to any type of sickness, whether you yourself are going through a personal struggle with your anxiety, depression, anything of that nature. Last week definitely was like that for me. And I have a great support system. I just want everybody to know that. And while I may have taken a break, there were some people that watched my videos and left comments and subscribed. And I was very happy to see that regardless of the amount of content I did not do, that people were still coming to my channel and people were still leaving comments, that they were still subscribing. It's great. It's fucking wonderful. It made me very, very happy. But again, it's just last week I went through a little bit of a little bit of a lull. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen to me a lot, but maybe it will. You know, with the current climate that we're in, socially and politically, it can be mentally exhausting. It can be very daunting. It can be very, it's hard. What we are all going through is very, very hard. There is a light at the end of the tunnel right now. We think. There are some people that want to diminish that light. And to those people, I say, fuck you, man. And I mean that. I'm not a vicious person. I can be. But for the most part, whenever I am vicious, I don't mean it. I don't wish the worst things on my worst enemies. Even though there have been times where I have thought many horrible things about my mortal enemies, I don't actually want them to happen. I think that when you go through something, it's good to let your friends know what it is you're going through. And as I had said before, you are all my friends. I may not know a lot of my subscribers personally, but I do know some of you. And to the some of you I do know, obviously, thank you for being there. And for those of you who do not know me personally, this is a way for me to let you know that I am a very easily accessible person. If there is any time in any of my subscribers' lives where they feel like they need somebody to talk to, you can DM me on my Instagram, and I'll put my handle at the bottom of this video here, right there. And you can reach out to me anytime you want. Whether that's to talk about a personal subject of yours that you don't feel like you can talk to anybody about because you're scared of judgment, there is no judgment here. None whatsoever. I promise you that. If you ever feel like you want to talk about a movie that you can't talk to your friends about because you're afraid that they're going to hate you because that movie might suck to them and you just don't want to get berated by them, talk to me. I'll talk movies with you any day. If you want to talk about music with me, anything at all, you are more than welcome to talk to me about it. And the reason why I am putting this out is because I know sometimes people don't have a lot of people to talk to. I have enough people to talk to, but I love connecting with people, even if they are complete strangers over the internet. Even if I've never met you, even if I don't know your real name, even if I don't know anything about you, I love making friends, and I want to be your friend. And I hope that you would like to be my friend. I sound like fucking Mr. Rogers, but regardless of that, this is all true. I care about, not necessarily, okay, I don't want to say a fan base because I don't like calling it that, but I care about my family. And I think you guys are my family for the 1,000th time. I know I repeat myself in my videos a lot, but I do consider you family. By default, I care about you. And if you want to talk about politics with me, which I know no one really does, feel free to talk to me about that too. If you feel like that there's a social issue that you want to talk about, that you're very passionate about, that no one really listens, I will. Because let me tell you something. I have very intense thoughts about the political climate that we live in. And I love talking about it. I love discussing things with people. I don't want to divide. I don't want to do that. I don't ever want to alienate people. All I want to do is to bring people together. And not necessarily perfect harmony, because perfect harmony is not a thing. Or at least we like to think it is. But in reality, we know it's not. I do, however, want to bring people together in a joyous manner of some kind, absolutely. But that's it. This will be a first of many videos that I'm probably going to make on this channel. So if you ever look at the title and it says, I have some thoughts, ... know that this is going to be, it might be uplifting. It might be kind of solemn. It might be just whatever mood this is. I don't really know. It's something for if somebody feels like they might feel alone and they want to hear somebody else talk about some things that maybe they're going through. And if you can relate to it, I hope that this is a video that you can watch and feel like, oh shit, I'm not alone out here. There's somebody else out there that feels the same way I do, and I'd like to talk to him about it. And you definitely can. I welcome everyone. It does not matter who you are. I consider you my friends and I consider you my family, and I always will. So I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart who has subscribed to this channel, who will continue to keep watching my content, who tells their friends to subscribe to my channel, to watch my videos, to comment, to anything. I want to thank everybody. This journey that I have embarked on is something I've been wanting to do for many, many years now. I'm very happy I finally get to. And I'm glad that I have the support of my family, my friends, and my subscribers. You guys mean the absolute world to me. And I wanted to make this video to say thank you. Even though that was the longest fucking thank you I've ever had to say ever in my life. Know that that is what I intended to make this video for. So again, if you ever feel like you need somebody to talk to that will just listen and be your friend and not a therapist or a parent, if you want advice, that's fine. You can ask me for advice. It may not be the best, but I can definitely try and help. But with all this being said, I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. I will never not be here for you. So thank you guys again so much for literally everything. I could not do this without you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great night.